Hi, this is Ellie with Full Moonlight Tarot 20, and this is your daily tarot reading. Now, take it as it resonates. I see here this could be a job, career reading, or a relationship reading. Even though I don't see any cups here, it could still be both. Now, I have a Page of Pentacles here. This is either you, the viewer, or someone around you you're energetically attached to. And a Page of Pentacles is someone who makes really good decisions when it comes to finances and jobs. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles there, they invested in something. This could have been a brand new job. This could have been something business related. This could have been a new career. And it looked very, very promising in the beginning. And with the Nine of Wands there, they felt like, you know what, I've really had some bad luck in the past with jobs, and hopefully this is going to pan out. I'm just going to give this a try. The Nine of Wands is really a card of it's like the wounded warrior card. The wounded warrior who's been through so much, and now this is like a final stand, and they're just going to give it their last shot. Now with the Seven of Swords here, here's where it gets kind of negative. So let's say this is a job situation. The Seven of Swords means there could be malicious gossip that either this person is involved in or that involves that person in some way. The Seven of Swords can be a very backstabbing energy, but it can also be this person doing something behind the scenes that they're not supposed to be doing. It's a very sneaky card, the Seven of Swords. It's something that someone is doing behind someone's back. This is very deceitful behavior. This is something that if they were to get caught, they'd be in a lot of trouble. Now, the Eight of Swords, they've been kind of keeping themselves stuck in this. Maybe they're probably not completely happy with the situation, but they're keeping themselves stuck in it probably because there's, the fear of what would happen if I left this job and I don't have this money coming in anymore, or what if I can't find anything better or something that pays me equal what I'm making here. And with the Seven of Pentacles here, that's what that fear is. That fear of if I have to start over, it's going to be such a slow progress because I have to start at the bottom somewhere else. There's no seniority, nothing, especially if this is a job situation. So that's what they're looking at right now. They feel like if I start somewhere new, even if, there's gossip, there's stuff I don't like about this job, then if I start somewhere else, it's going to be slow progress, slow investing. Now, if this is a relationship situation, which it very well might be, this is a person who invested in a relationship out of financial reasons. This was not a love match. This was a marriage of convenience. This was a relationship very much based on a mutual understanding that this was about status and finances, building an empire together, but there was very little feelings involved. Now, with the Nine of Wands, this person had probably had some turbulent relationships in the past and felt like if they were to get into a relationship where there's little love, then at least they don't have a chance of getting hurt. Now with the Seven of Swords here, there must have been some backstabbing behavior. There must have been fighting. There must have been turmoil. There might have been cheating. And this person realized, maybe this was not such a good idea. But with the Eight of Swords, again, they're keeping themselves stuck in this relationship because they fear what might happen if they left. First of all, what would they lose when it comes to finances and everything that they've built so far, everything they've invested in this relationship. But also, with the Seven of Pentacles here, the fear again is if I leave this, I have to start all over again. I have to start from scratch. And how long will it take me to get all the things that I have now somewhere else or by myself? So this person is keeping themselves trapped. Now, my advice is never keep yourself trapped. If you are unhappy somewhere, why are you staying? Is it worth your mental health? Is it worth your physical health? Because your mental health has a direct impact on your physical health. And you might say, well, I'm still young and this is not going to affect me now, and that might be true. However, it will affect you down the line. And mental health, this is not something that you should be joking around about anyways. You should always take your mental health very, very seriously. And if your mental health is suffering in a situation like this, it's time to get out, whether this is a job or a relationship. And a lot of jobs can have that detrimental effect on your mental health where you hate getting up in the morning and you dread going to work. What an awful feeling, and what an awful way to live your life. What an awful way to waste your life, because we're not down here to be miserable. We're down here to feel joy and happiness and make the best of our life. So if you're worried that starting somewhere new is not going to bring you the prosperity or the love that you're looking for, or losing what you have now brings you fear, then ask yourself, is it worth hanging on to what I have now? Is it worth hanging on to so much that I am keeping myself miserable and unhappy? What is more important? And that's what I want you to think about today. You got this. Love and light. I will talk with you tomorrow.